What is up, collective? It's your boy, Adam Raw. Welcome to my channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Oh, everything is shaking. Oh, everything is shaking in here. All right. Hold on. Trying to find my book. Oh no. Jesus, no. Okay, all right. So, yeah, welcome back. Welcome to my channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I don't remember. I think the notification bell is like down here or whatever. You can hit that or whatever. I'm working on trying to get my subscriber count up. So if you could like, comment, share, subscribe. Today I'm gonna do something new, because remember I kept complaining about the cards, right? Or I kept complaining about that. I kept talking about how them cards, it was hard to, like see and all of that, and you know what I'm saying? I got tired of reading all that. All right, no cards today, right? Today, I'm gonna take a shot at something new. Runes, okay? So, I made my own. So, I'm gonna see what comes out here. What did I see today? I didn't see anything worth talking about today. It was just a bunch of stuff like, basically it was just like a bunch of people that wanted to be seen and stuff like that out here today. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nothing major. Okay, back to the real world, right? So I think the basis of this reading, I'm just gonna pull these runes and see what comes out, right? I don't know how runes work. I don't know how they work. I don't know how they work. So I'm just gonna let a few out, and then I'm just gonna read these, and we're gonna go from there. Okay. Okay. So the first one I got here is peace and joy in reverse. Somebody could be off balance or out of sync, or wait, is that right? No, that has something to do with living in the now. Yeah, that has to do with peace and joy and stuff like that. So I got the peace and joy rune in reverse here. So somebody could be trying to antagonize your peace, try to rob you of your peace, try to disrupt your peace. I know I went through that. I've been going through that for a little while now. But overall, it's been teaching me how to reestablish my peace in various different ways. That's life, all right? You got to learn, unlearn, and relearn different shit, right? Next, we have Thorn, which is the a thorn here. So yeah, with this disrupted piece or whatever, this could be like a warning of an impending tower. Maybe the person who's trying to disrupt your peace or whatever is trying to bring a tower moment to you, but in reality, they could be drawing a tower in upon themselves. Let's see. Yeah, because we got Chiron out here, which is the wounded healer. We got Chiron out here, the wounded healer. So with Chiron, the wounded healer, basically that's the vibe of like life lessons that you have to learn. Like when you incarnate into this realm, basically you have to go through certain experiences and lessons and stuff like that. So this disruption, if you are experiencing disruption to your peace or whatever, maybe that is a part of your Chiron. You're supposed to learn something a new, different, whole another way. But also there's the chance that not only are you learning this lesson in another way, but because this could lead to a tower. Wait, let me see, is this a tower or a tower inverse? Yeah, that's Thorn. That's just Thorn, whatever. If it was the other way around, then it's like, whatever. But yeah, so with Thorn, it gives me the vibe of like something like brute energy, because that was affiliated with like giants and stuff like that, and like people who are like more primitive and lower vibrational than other people or whatever. So yeah, you definitely have some low vibrational people out here trying to rob you of your peace and trying to like I guess draw like karma in on you in a sense, right? Yeah, because right now we got this one. Looks like you're working in opposition to their desires or what they need or whatever. It's kind of like it's like, I don't if you know these people, it's best to estrange yourself, to separate yourself from them. But if you can't, then basically what they're trying to do is just a lot of opposition out here. It's like these people are coming to basically not just disrupt your peace, but basically come to block you by becoming opposition in your life in some way, shape, or form here. Okay, and these are definitely low vibrational people. Okay, so with this right here, we have the also we have the 8th house here. So with the 8th house, that governs like death, death and rebirth, deeds, good deeds and stuff like that, inheritances and stuff like that. So I don't know if they're, yeah, the vibe that I get with this 8th house, because I'm still learning about the 8th house, because it's kind of weird, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of weird. But from what I understand about the 8th house, I believe the 7th house is about partnerships, and the 8th house is about how you work with other people's money, in a sense, or your the deeds that you do, inheritances and stuff like that. So right now, I guess because these people are, you know, like working in opposition to you, maybe they are trying to like steal an inheritance from you, or they're trying to let's see what else comes up. Some about the inheritance or something like that. Okay, yeah, and then you got I forgot the name of them, but I recognize them for sure. But this one has to do with strength. Okay, and it's in reverse though. Okay, so yeah, it looks like somebody out here who is working in opposition to you is trying to weaken you, and you know, try to weaken you, and it gives me the vibe of a death spell, possibly, with the 8th house being out here with inheritance and stuff like that. But this has been coming up a lot. There's a lot of, you know, and like with these runes, since I did my runes yesterday, like I've been having nothing but like weird shit happen. It's like the vibe that I get was that somebody was watching, remote viewing me do this, and they were like trying to send spirits to the runes, or try to charge the runes with certain spirits and stuff like that, in order to get it to where it's like it's the same thing coming out all the time, over and over again. Okay, but I'm not worried about that. We're not worried about that, because I have a solution to that. Okay, so yeah, not only are they trying to weaken you and your inheritance and stuff like that, something about a house is coming up here. Let's see what's going on with this house. Oh, it looks like something about okay, so I got the 9th house. The 9th house is governed by who? Sagittarius? No, wait, is that Sagittarius? Man, I thought I had this in a bag, right? Okay, so 1st house, 7th house, 8th house, and then 9th house. The 9th house after this is gonna have to do with like I guess like what you do for work and stuff like that. I believe has to do with like career and stuff like that, or you know, money, I guess. I can't remember. I gotta look in my book and figure it back out. But either way, something about the home life here in the 9th house. So this could be a circumstance where it has to do with like your career. Maybe somebody out here is trying to do like real estate or something like that, maybe. Yeah, we got this Mars energy out here. So is that Mars? Yeah, that's Mars energy out here. Some kind of way, maybe there's an Aries out here who is who's struggling with like their home life or something like that. Maybe there's an Aries out here struggling with their home, or Aries out here is getting a home or something like that. Let's see. Yeah, you got a 4th house out here. Yeah, so that's confirmation that wait, what was that? Oh no, this was in reverse. Oh, okay. So yeah, there could be a Aries or something out here. Mars, Aries. Yeah, that's definitely Aryan energy, or Mars energy, right? And then you got the 4th house in reverse. That has to do with like a bitter mother, a mother energy or whatever. And you have, yeah, you have intuition here. Somebody's intuition is blocked. It looked like this mother energy that's out here. It's like her intuition is blocked, or you know, yeah, give me the vibe of like some blocked energy, or maybe they're using like, oh, there has something to do with water. Maybe it could even be like water spells or water magic or whatever that, you know what I'm saying? It could be a variety of things. Whatever that they're doing though, it's being held up. It's ice spell is being delayed. So if this person is doing like working with like water magic or something like that, this home or this mother, because I have it where I got the rune for the home, and I have the 4th house in reverse, and then I have the intuition rune in reverse, and then I have the ice rune. So if I was to read all 4 of those together on top of the ninth house and the Mars energy, that gives me the vibe of active energy being taken against a home. Okay, active energy being taken against a home. It's like somebody is using like water magic or something like that, or trying to trust their intuition about a home, or it could be some kind of family dynamic that have a blocked intuition, or it could be like some kind of water magic that's being sent by like a bitter, or like a maternal figure, or by like a mother. The vibe I get is something like a mother. It's being blocked. Okay, whatever it is being blocked. Okay, and then you have Neptune in reverse. So yeah, you got somebody out here who's trying to is that Neptune or Uranus? No, that's Neptune. Neptune has to do with the mental. Yeah, it looks like somebody's trying to block somebody mentally. And then you have like I forgot what the name of these are, but I do remember what they stand for, and this one has to do with wisdom. Okay, so yeah, it looks like somebody's trying to block someone's wisdom, but the wisdom that they're trying to block you with the Neptune energy, but the wisdom isn't coming from Neptune. It's being directly channeled from Odin or the gods themselves. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like if you had a TV, right? And somebody's playing the game on the TV because it's hooked up, and you want to mess up the TV for them, so you start messing with the bunny ears, the old school bunny ears. Well, it's not going to affect the picture because there's a clear channel connected to the TV. So it doesn't matter what you do with the bunny ears, it's not going to affect the TV, right? Or you could do it as much as you want, but it's not going to affect the TV that much. You know what I'm saying? Also, out here we have, I want to say, which one was this? Is this as above, so below? Or is this, I want to say this is the sun. So this has to do with like optimism and stuff like that. So yeah, whatever this is, it's like, hold on. Yeah, whatever this is, it's kind of like, the vibe I get is that, it give me the vibe of like optimism or something like that, or good fortune coming in based off of some wisdom or something, a wisdom connection. But you also have this one here in reverse, which means somebody is not protected and you're going to be at odds, or there's some kind of fight that's going to take place here. So there could be a fight that's getting ready to take place in a family dynamic, and it's based off of some low vibrational energies and stuff like that. It's going to have to deal with like inheritance. It's going to be surrounded around money. There's going to be a big fight around money here, is what I'm seeing. Yeah, everybody's going to be fighting over power over this money. It's going to result in like some kind of standstill here, but no one is trusting their intuition, because remember, we got the thorn out here, which is the like a masculine giant energy, right? And there is like a low vibrational energy too, though. You know what I'm saying? So this family, if this is a family dynamic, they could be cursed. But also you have out here this I forgot the name of this other one. I don't remember all the rune names yet, but I do recognize the images or whatever. But yeah, it's like this is not just low vibrational, but it's like a lot of weak magic being used against you give me the vibe of like maybe there's a group of people, or there's like a family dynamic that are fighting each other using weak magic spells, like very weak spells at each other, right? So this, they could be trying to fight at you, or they could be fighting at someone else. But whatever it is, there's no peace in this home, basically. Okay, whatever it is, there's no peace. There's a disruption to the peace concept, and no one's learning the life lessons that they're supposed to be learning in this dynamic here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reshuffle them, but this time I think I want to take a lighter note to it, and I'm gonna see if I can reapply this information towards like not necessarily abundance, but let's say like careers and friendship. Career. I'm going to do career instead of, you know, because like I said, you know, I don't pick and choose what God want me to read, but in the same breath, God, I am tired. This kind of energy, it drains and tires you out, right? So I gotta be careful because this is really this jar that I got in. It's really flimsy. It's a cheap jar. I don't give a damn. I bought a cheap jar. So what? You gonna fight about it? All right. Okay, so when it comes to our careers, there's a few things out here that needs to be talked about, okay? Ooh, okay, so I got this 8th house out here again that's in reverse. Okay, I got this opposition, the rune about opposition. I have the rune about balance. I have the rune for hidden wisdom. Oh shit. I have the rune for harvest. This one turned out sideways. Which one was that? Oh wait, no. This was right side up. I'm just gonna flip it like that. There we go. Now it ain't rolling around. I have enlightenment. I have opposition again. I have the sun. I have the 12th house. And I also have family here. Ooh, so I haven't decided how I'm going to break this up for the reading, but I'm just going to take it one by one, and then we're just going to go down the whole thing here. We also have some smoky quartz here, and we have hematite here, okay? So the first and foremost, with these two stones coming out, it gives me the vibe of there's some good things happening that we are unconscious of, that we cannot see about our careers, okay? And these things are coming through the cosmos. It's magnetic with this hematite energy here. It's very magnetic. It's absorbing all this negative energy around you, and it's transmuting it into something of good and of light that's going to manifest through a cloud, right? That's why we have the sun runestone out here. This sun runestone, whatever this blessing is whatever this blessing is, or this breakthrough is, it could be a promotion. I've been hearing promotion a lot, but you know, for the sake of this being my own reading, I'm using my own intuition. The vibe that I get is that some kind of optimism, some kind of drawing in of attention. Somebody's going to recognize you or pay a certain kind of attention to you and your work, okay? Maybe a promotion, may not be a promotion, but you are going to be acknowledged in the career field here, okay? Through this acknowledgement or whatever, it's going to draw in an unforeseen blessing, whether it's recognition, whether it's a raise, whether it's a suggestion, or whether it's advice on how to advance your career, because that works too, whether it's training on a new job to get us prepared to take over the entire place. Whatever it may be, whatever comes of this acknowledgement and recognition, accept it and accept it as if, you know, accept it as a blessing, regardless how it comes in. It may not always come in as money. It might just come to somebody saying, hey, you're doing a good job. That means you're not being overlooked, and people respect or have value for what you've done in your life, right? With your life. Next, we have the 8th house or whatever. The 8th house. With the 8th house energy, it gives me the vibe of, remember I was talking about it being like deeds, inheritances, and stuff like that. The first thing that came to my mind was like 401k energy, right? Planning for the future. It's like that 3 of Wands energy, and you work hard today to prepare for tomorrow. You eat the soup today so that your children can eat steak, you know, later, right? So this is giving me the energy or the vibe of preparing for the times when times aren't so good, okay? Because the runes that I see here are all pretty much good energy, right? Or something, well, we'll go through it, but you know, overall the vibe that I get from it with this 8th house energy, it has to do with like you preparing for the unprepared, okay? That's like putting money away or saving money for a Like if you're making a lot of money right now, instead of blowing it, ooh, my neck. Instead of blowing it, yeah, instead of blowing it, you are reallocating your money and your finances towards savings accounts. Once you reallocate your money towards savings accounts, what end up happening is that you, when things aren't so good, like say if you have an unforeseen expense, it won't set you back further than where you already are. It won't set you back. So if you got credit cards, you got the money to pay your credit cards off, pay those off. You got money to put money in your savings accounts, do that. If you know something is raggedy and you need to replace it, do that. You know, preventative maintenance and stuff like that is good. It's a good thing to do that too. Okay, so it could be with your house, cars, preventative repairs, you know, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying, that you could foresee in the future. You prepare yourself for the future. Okay. Next in line, we have this. I want to say that this one is my as above, so below, but I don't believe so. This is my sun room right here. I'm gonna have to mark the other room, but I'm gonna count this as my sun room, okay? With this sun room, well, I'm gonna count it as both. So with this sun room, basically it's saying this optimism. It's in, basically that's just the sun coming out twice, okay? So you got two suns out here, right? Sun usually represents optimism, acknowledgement, you know, things of that nature. But see, when you have this optimism or whatever that's affiliated with that, one of them is like acknowledgement. The next one is kind of like blessings. So I can see overwhelming blessings coming out here for somebody out here. There's going to be an overwhelming or an overflow of love, peace, prosperity, and abundance, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have excess. If you were in lack, you're going to go from lack to excess if you did the work and you did your karma like you're supposed to. So if you are in a toxic area or a toxic energy, don't forget that that's what this hematite is and what it does. It's a magnet. It absorbs all the darkness that's around you, that's being sent towards you, like evil eye and things of that nature, and it transmutes it into energy equivalent to this smoky quartz here, where it's like, it's cloudy where you can't see what's going on, but the energy is still warm and vibrant and things are still coming towards you. Okay. Next we have this, the rune, let me see here. Oh, this is the 7th house. I thought this was something else. I gotta do my runes better. I gotta do them better. So this has to do with the 7th house. So not only are you being acknowledged and recognized, but it seems like somebody is getting a partnership coming in. There could be love coming in at some point. 7th house has to do with like partnerships, people you attract, soulmates, twin flames, high vibrational love mates, whatever you want to call them. This person right here is gonna resonate with something or some kind of attraction that's in your 7th house. It has something to do with your 7th house, okay? So with the 7th house energy and the 7th house of like partnerships and stuff like that, it talks about what kind of partner you are and what your kind of partner you're looking for, or what you need in a partnership, in a sense like that, right? So whatever planets that you have in that 7th house are going to be like resonating at this time, okay? It's going to be resonating resonating twice over, because you have the actual sun rune and you have a rune I marked as the sun, okay? So it just may, you know, yeah, okay? So pay attention to your sun sign too. If you do other tarot and horoscopes and stuff like that, watch your sun sign or whatever. But there's a partnership here. In terms of like love, this could be like a romantic partnership. However, this could also mean that there's a merging of businesses, or you find someone more capable of running a business with you versus who you are, you know, used to. You might find, I guess, I'm gonna make some shit up here, so don't quote me, but a soul business ship. A soul business mate. There we go. A soul business mate, where you two may see on eye to eye, where you're weak, that person may be strong, or you both may be strong and weak in same or different areas or whatever it may be. You two are going to bring some kind of balance, or some kind of you're going to bring magic to the workplace, basically. This doesn't mean that you own the place. You could be starting a partnership, or you could be starting a business or whatever. That's fine. But if you always work somewhere, you might find a friend that you work with that you two coordinate and you know, have like that friendly competition or something with, and you two start working to build each other up, and you start helping each other promote each other through the company or something like that, right? Also, you have this hidden wisdom card here, okay? So there's definitely some hidden wisdom here. With the hidden wisdom card, rune, normally, and like I said, this is my first time ever reading these runes before. I've never done runes before, okay? Normally with this, it's like a cauldron or a pot or something stirring up, okay? So the cosmos is stirring something up. A lot of the times we are, like, this is something, like, now that I'm making this video, it's starting to make sense because I feel like I'm talking to myself. When you're in the midst of a lot of darkness or a lot of dark energies and stuff like that, true enough, it's undesired, but there are some spices that are added to certain dishes to draw out the best flavor for it. And with this rune here of the mystery, there's something working in the cosmos that requires that you go through whatever you're going through at this time, whatever darkness is being sent your way. It is undesired, and it's always undesired. And I am talking to myself at this point because I've been going through this for a little while and I've been getting fed up about it. But now that I'm getting the download and the channeling, starting to make sense, which is the whole point of this channel, right? So now that I have this, it's like something is working in the cosmos or in the universe that's that's creating this magnificent dish for you. Okay, it's taking what's desired and undesired. It's blending a lot of different things together. Okay, it's blending a lot of different things together, so you get that umami taste, right? Because when it comes to culinary, you got sweet, you got sour, you got spicy, and then you have umami. Umami is supposed to be like this, I don't know, it's Japanese, but it just give me the vibe of like everything just blended in so perfectly, and it's just undefined taste. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely some good things coming. Okay, now, and there's some things cooking in the universe. Now, next we have this one here. That one is the one of balance here, okay? Justice. So justice will be getting served here. If there's a lot of dark energy and stuff like that, or whatever it is, like, or there's a lot of undesired things going on in your career, and there's a lot of gossip, there's a lot of this, or there's a lot of that, or you got lazy people who aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing on the job, or whatever it may be, justice is being served, okay? Karma is coming out, justice is going to be inserted. If you're doing your job like you're supposed to, you're going to be rewarded. If you're a hard worker and all that stuff, you're going to be rewarded. If you wasn't doing, you're slacking off, you're doing whatever, you're going to be punished accordingly. So you got Jupiter and Saturn out here together, okay? They working together. And honestly, yeah, they're out here working together. So whatever needs to be balanced is going to be balanced out here. That's the rune of balance, justice. Okay, it's not just who's doing good and who's doing bad. Maybe there's light and dark that needs to come together and work towards a common goal. There's desire and undesired that need to work together to accomplish a common goal. There's nothing wrong with that. It happens all the time. Okay, and that's what this rune is about. It's about two, like light and dark, or good and bad, or 1 and 2, I guess, red and blue, hot and cold, working together in harmony, understanding that what is really between them is only like they both fall under the same definition. Just like hot and cold are both temperatures, this is two oppositions that are working, or two people coming together to work together to recognize that, look, we're both employees here, okay? Or two companies working together, like, look, we both want to do this job, or we both need this. It's got the vibe of common interests or common grounds, okay? So you may be able to find common ground out here with someone or something, and that definitely ties into the 7th house that I found out here with the partnerships and stuff like that. You may find somebody that you may find common ground with, who has that darker element to them that you need to, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can't run something with all light. Sometimes you need a little dark to run with it too. Okay, so whatever it is, there's going to be like this balancing of energies in the workplace here, or look for ways to balance out your workplace or work environment. If it's too dark, let's incorporate some light. If it's too light, we need to incorporate a darker element here. And it's not to disrupt the flow, but to enhance the flavoring of the flow. Okay. And once you learn how to do that, that's when your harvest is going to come in. That's the card of that's the rune of abundance here. Of course, I had recognized that one, right? Yeah, you're reaping what you sow. And it goes back to what I was saying, that if you learn to work with light and dark together simultaneously, and you know what I'm saying? You'll start reaping what you sow. So there's going to be a lot of reaping of what you sow with yourself and your coworkers in this next, I don't know how long, honestly. I want to make up a number, but I'm not going to make up a number. But this is what's coming to come, okay? There's going to be a lot of reaping of what you sown. If you sown evil, darkness, evil eye, or laziness, or discontent, or whatever, that's what you're going to get back out of the universe. The universe is getting ready to cash people out, okay? So and this isn't Jupiter energy, this is Saturn energy, which is different, because when you accomplish a goal through Saturn, it cashes you out bigger than if you were doing Jupiter, because you learned a harder lesson, and Saturn is a heavier energy to work with. Okay, that's why I'm grateful for the Saturn energies that I have, that taught me the lessons that I had to learn. I'm grateful for it. I didn't want to learn them, but I'm grateful that I learned them. Okay. So, and I'm not saying that you should shun Jupiter, because Jupiter is also about expansion and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a combination of Jupiter and Saturn out here, okay? Next, we have, I took Japanese, so this reminds me of Ku. But this is the energy. This room means, I want to say it's like enlightenment, or, yeah, like enlightenment, your fire, your will. Your will is going to be reinvigorated around this time, and this will may manifest in many different ways, okay? It can manifest as you working harder. It could manifest as you it could manifest as you working harder. It could be manifest as you working smarter. It manifests as you analyzing a system and learning how to work, you know, learning how to get this system work better. You know what I'm saying? How to create a better system, how to remove unnecessary stuff out of a system. This is all around about efficiency here. This gives me the vibe of like Virgo energy here. Okay, because most Virgos are very analytical and they are very efficient. Well, most Earth signs, I would say, from what I've seen, Virgo and Capricorn energies are very like analytical, and Capricorns are very efficient in the way that they work. They have this way of using a little bit to accomplish a lot, and that's exactly what you're being asked to use into your career. Okay, to use what you know around you to try to enhance your career, or to enhance yourself, or to make your job easier to do or more convenient to do. Because it takes nothing to complain about the job that you do, or the career that you're going into, or the process or the steps that you have to take to get something accomplished, excuse me. But the hardest part is doing it in an intelligent way, or a way that makes sense to you. It doesn't have to make sense to, well, I'll put it like this, depending on what kind of job it is. Just because it makes sense to you doesn't mean it's going to be the most feasible way to do it, especially in a career field. Okay. However, it is important that you understand it according to your own understanding, but be able to implement it in a certain way. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes I could be talking to someone who's working in a factory, and if they skip a process or steps at a factory, there's a chance that it could have backlash. Okay. In an unforeseen way, right? So basically with this Ku, you might get a lot of ideas, a lot of illuminations, a lot of business plans and goals and stuff like that. Like if doors were closed around you, your mind is like a light bulb, and it's illuminating other ways around these doors. You're starting to recognize the windows in your life. Okay? Because doors are closed, that's why I pray to God that He opens all windows to opportunities in my life. Because the thing is that doors open and close all the time, but sometimes it requires that you find a window. Sometimes it requires that you go through the back door. Sometimes you might have to cut a hole in the floor and drop down in on it. Okay, sometimes you have to, saving grace, you get there right on time to make it in that door before it closes. It happens like that, right? Okay, so next we have opposition. Okay, so basically with this opposition card here rune, it isn't always about things working against you. It's basically you being under a certain kind of pressure to refine your greatest light. Because the thing is that just as a stone tempers steel, and coal is refined by diamond, light is refined by darkness, and darkness is refined by light. So when things are at its darkest and you choose to do the right thing, that right there makes your light shine the brightest. You see what I'm saying? But when everything is good and you choose to do a dark thing, that right there is what causes that right there is make your light shine the darkest, because it was unnecessary. You see what I'm saying? And that's exactly what this opposition is. It's going to be the thing of, well, a thing where you're going to have to work hard through something. Okay, this could be like you might have to do the job that you don't want to do at work. That was one of my specialties when I worked in like the factories and stuff like that. All the easy jobs, yes, I would do them and I would cycle through them. But my main goal when I first got there was to learn how to do the harder job, or work through every job until I identified the hardest job that they had, or word of mouth, find out what job was the hardest job they had, and then I would get exceptionally well at that job. Why? Because when things go wrong, or if I made a mistake, or if something happened to me and I got put in that area as a punishment, it wouldn't even be punishment, because this is a job that I learned to like, I learned to excel at, I learned to do well. So how can you punish somebody with something that they like? You can't. The whole goal of punishment is to give them something that they don't want to do, or something that most people don't want to do. And I worked at a place where I did the job nobody wanted to do for like 2 years. You know what I'm saying? When you do that, you make yourself expendable, and when they do try to get rid of you, they're gonna think like, dang, if I get rid of this person, that means everybody else that I have good ties with, I'm gonna have to start cycling them in this job that nobody wants to do, and they're gonna think that I don't like them, and then all of a sudden they're not gonna like me. That's a hard decision to make as a supervisor, right? Right. So basically when you do that, I'm not saying you save the day, but you do come up. You come up. So yeah, there's going to be some opposition energies that's going to be out here. And I'm pretty sure I read this right. Is this right? Yeah, that's right. It's opposition. So, whatever darkness is out here is designed to, refine your light. Next, we have the 12th house in reverse. So this gives me the vibe of a lot of secrets, or hidden abilities, hidden secrets and stuff like that coming out. So if you are working with someone, like in a career field, you're working with someone, or you're working with something, if the company was trying to keep certain secrets from you, or investors was trying to keep a certain strategy from you, or if you were trying to keep something under wrap from the employees from knowing, basically secrets are going to be revealed in the business world on a detrimental level. Okay, it's going to be wild. Okay, so you can expect a lot of secrets to be not necessarily secrets like running, but information that was restricted from reaching the public before it was time for the company to come up with a solution. You're going to expect those to be coming out. Okay, so if you are operating a company and you don't want this to happen, you better, it's in the universe, honestly. So eventually it is going to come out. It's whatever it is, it will come out. But the thing is that you want to be the first, or have control on how it gets out. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, like if you're working for someone, there's going to be secrets or motives and stuff like that of a company that's going to be released in these whenever. Okay, coming soon. Okay, there's gonna be secrets. It doesn't have to be gossip. Is the vibe that I'm getting? I want to say gossip, but the vibe that I'm getting is definitely more gossip aimed at the industry that affect people's jobs and stuff like that. Because I have the last rune here, which has to do with home life. Okay, so yeah, it could affect people's stability. It could affect your stability. It could affect the way that you do things or whatever. And it's not always bad. Okay, sometimes when a company, something about a company comes out and it's like, hey, we got to go from working 10 hours to 12 hours a day. You see, that's undesired. It's undesired news, but it came out, right? It isn't always about a shutdown or anything like that. No, something is just that there's a change that was being hidden, or some information about a change that was being hidden that's going to come out into the open. Okay, so be prepared for that, especially if you are an investor with stock markets and stuff like that. Be aware and try to you know what I'm saying, keep an eye on your investments and stuff like that, and keep tabs with them, because there's going to be information that's going to be released from in the 12th house. The 12th house are things that basically it governs like our intuitive gifts and stuff like that, right? That's what it governs, our intuitive gifts. So basically, as it correlates to a business, which is a business entity, it could be a move that they were planning to make off a whim that most people didn't know about, but it could be coming out or being released sooner or later. So be careful when it comes to those investments and stuff like that, and just keep an eye on it. I'm not saying panic or anything, or panic buy or anything like that. No, definitely not. Just keep an eye out on it, okay? Because from what I'm seeing, it's a lot of stuff that's being hidden, a lot of information that's hidden, a lot of hidden wisdoms and stuff that is coming out. Okay, a lot of hidden wisdoms, a lot of hidden energies, a lot of transmutation of energies, a lot of darkness being refuted into refined into light. It's a lot of stuff going on right now in the career realm and the career field. And also keep yourself optimistic and open to optimism and stuff like that, which is probably why the sun card came out twice. You are blessed in this circumstance situation, and I am going to say that you are protected or whatever, because the sun card came out twice. Okay, once for optimism and once for illumination. Okay, so yeah, and I also had the abundance coming out here, so it could be just an overflow of money. It could be like a cash flow. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting a huge cash flow, actually, because this is the time of season where there's going to be a lot of taxes being done. A lot of taxes are coming out. Investors, you need to start looking at what people started panic buying, like firearms, ammo, stuff like that. I would invest now, before the taxes come out, because once it hit, there's going to be a shortage of 9mm shells. There's going to be a shortage of firearms, or the price of firearms are going to skyrocket. People are going to start the market is just going to be, it's going to be a seller's market. Okay, we're heading into a seller's market. So and not only are we heading into a seller's market, it's also kind of like as its backlash, because they're going to have to boost the prices up twice, because we already don't have a lot of workers out here. A lot of people are going to be taking time off after they get their taxes. You know what I'm saying? They're going to get their taxes and stuff like that. They're going to be taking time off, which means there's less employees to get productivity right, which may drive up the cost of certain things possibly, okay? And if not for long, you know what I'm saying? Also, when there's a surplus of selling, usually around like, well, you'll learn the behaviors. Like, that's one thing you might want to learn. The behaviors people exhibit when it comes in investing, when it comes to certain times of the year, because I know when there's like a natural disaster, the call for tobacco increases, because there's more people smoking, especially like with COVID and stuff like that. Okay, so that's something to look into. You have to make it make sense for yourself. All right, that's all I got for now. I think I'll wait. In the next video, I'll go towards something else. There was something I actually wanted to address, and I think I'm gonna wait till the next video to do that. All right, that's all I got. I love y'all all, and I don't know if you like the runes better than the cards, or if the runes hit better than the cards. Definitely leave that in the comment below and let me know. Like, comment, share, subscribe, like I said. If you prefer more business reads like this, or about career, or about how to navigate to the money, how to get the money and stuff like that, definitely comment in the comment box down below, and then I could make a video or two about that, see how that go. It could be like about readings about, getting ahead of myself. Let me slow down. So if you prefer the runes over the cards, over the oracles, you know what I'm saying, definitely get with me and let me know. I'm still an amateur, still learning all of this stuff, so everything is new to me. I got a new form of divination that I'm going to show you guys next week. I love you. Tomorrow, or the next video. Okay, all right, I love you guys. Take it easy. Much love, much light. Peace. Oh, and don't forget to share because I'm trying to get my subscriber count up. Thanks.